Hello, friends, and welcome back to my wonderful table with my wonderful friends, where we do, frankly, some pretty dumb stuff. Um, some of you here in chat may be familiar with some of our previous misadventures. Most of those misadventures were in Dungeons and Dragons, and we got really frustrated with some of the things that Wizards of the Coast, the company that publishes that game, were the way that they were treating people, the way that they were treating their community, the way that they were treating, frankly, us. And yeah, we decided to do something about it. So here we are playing a completely different game that is definitely not a D&D third edition with the serial numbers filed off, called Pathfinder. And yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. And I have a lot of fun with the entire hobby, and I think that you should also have fun with the entire hobby, because there's all sorts of weird and wonderful tabletop role playing games out there, which means that there's one for you. And if there isn't one for you, write it, and people like me will play it, and we'll have a grand old time together. So, our mischievous miscreants, because frankly they're not heroes yet, find themselves on a prison ship headed towards the quarantined Isle of Whithe. Nobody's really sure what's going on there, but for whatever reason, certain individuals' blood is being turned to crystal. And needless to say, this got people pretty frightened in general. So the whole thing's under quarantine. Once they set foot, they cannot leave. So that'll be interesting. Chef,
Aye, Captain.
you come to in a small room that you know to be the brig of a ship. You have no clue how you got here. The last thing that you recall is passing out drunk at the tavern
Oh, well.
on land proper. And
Oh,
I need you to roll me a fortitude saving throw.
well, fuck me.
Congratulations, you aren't seasick.
How in all of the fucks did this happen?
Taking a moment to swallow down what you were fairly certain was once impending vomit. You look around, you are not in here alone. There are four other persons in here with you. Uh, there's an elf, there's a human, there's a halfling, and then there's a rat guy who's kind of curled up in the corner. Um, I'm just going to give you a moment to respond to that stimulus while I figure out who's waking up next.
Chef's gonna stand up, check his hands, check his feet, see if he's shackled.
No shackles, but you're looking at a flat door that opens away from you.
Is there any water?
No,
Fuck.
there's also no food.
I'm gonna look around and see if anybody's getting up. Who is closest to me?
Um, so the halfling and the rat guy are on like the two corners aft. You're kind of in the bow. You're kind of in the center of the bow wall, and then on either side of you, to your left is a human woman, and to your right is the elf guy who is waking up. Hey, Aki.
Yes.
You're in a prison. You are in a prison ship. You're going somewhere that you're not entirely certain where. You are in a small room that's maybe 5 by 10. Directly in front of you is a rat man who's curled up on who's curled up on the floor. To your left is a very large, very bearded cook. You look past him. Beyond him is a blonde human, and in front of the human is a purple-haired halfling.
Um, have I was I laying down or was I like propped up?
Um, you were kind of like curled up and uh, kind of in a ball on the floor.
Okay.
You're like sitting up, but your like knees are hunched in front of your chest.
Um, Aki's just gonna kind of look around and is there like a tiny slit of a window or anything nearby that I can
The door
possibly
has a
see?
barred window, which you approach and you don't actually see anything.
Okay.
Yeah, like you see like stairs up to what you presume is the deck because you see like sunlight coming through it. But like in here, nah, there's just a couple of like sealed crates and whatnot.
Aki is just gonna check his persons to see what is on him still if they didn't take someone didn't take his stuff. Check
No
pockets.
no weapons, but you have everything else. And that goes
Uh,
for the rest of you as well, moving forward.
all right. Um, would my pin be on my person still?
Is it like into your hair?
No, the brooch.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you have your brooch.
Um, I'm gonna take the brooch
Mhm.
and take the feather bit out
Okay.
because it has a sharpened point.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I'm gonna take a look at this lock on
Alright.
this door.
Um, just grab your character sheet real quick. That's going to be, thievery. Can you roll me a thievery check?
Sure.
16?
16.
16's gonna fail. And, can you also kindly roll me a fortitude saving throw?
Yeah, 18.
Alright. The ship hits a particularly nasty wave, and you are flung against the door, and you come down. And the good news is that you swallow down the bile. The bad news is that you step on the rat guy. Hey, Leftman,
Yeah.
somebody just stepped on you.
Ow!
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Don't you see when a person is laying down?
Holy shit, man, that thing talks.
Yes, I fucking talk.
Yeah, what? I mean, everything in the world talks.
Have you never seen a rat that talks?
Can't say that I have.
Well,
Guess he's less
you have now.
cultured than us folk then. Um, good sir, if I can help you up, uh, Aki reaches down to the rat man.
Leftman, give me a fortitude saving throw.
Please hold while I refamiliarize myself with where this stuff is at.
Hmm.
There we go.
All right. Lefman, you don't have a whole lot of experience with boats. The good news is that you do have a whole lot of experience with with bile, and keeping it down. You've huffed some really nasty stuff in your alchemical labs, and you start to feel some uh, some sea movement going, and you swallow it down, keep yourself from throwing up. But
Good.
yeah, you're looking at a very fancy looking elf boy and a very large human who looks like he used to be a cook. Over on the other side of the room, there's a there's a blonde human woman and a halfling who are both still kind of curled up and haven't woken up yet.
I will, in case it hasn't been done yet, I will reach out
Mm-hmm.
and accept the hand being offered.
All right.
I'm just gonna pull him up and pat him on the back and embrace him into a hug with the handshake still. Say,
Left one's gonna push
bless the
back a bit
world.
immediately and then say, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! A hand I can accept. I don't know you like that."
Um, this is how we greet everyone from where I'm from. I'm sorry.
That's pretty weird,
Oh,
man.
well,
I mean, embracing your fellow man is the most intimate thing you can do for what this world has to offer to us.
well, to no offense, I'm not much of a man embracing type. I prefer to embrace the rat folk.
I would
Embrace
think
the
that
rat.
I would think that rat folk are included in man as well.
We're generally not included in any of that stuff.
I'm so sorry that others have made you feel that way.
I never said it made us feel bad.
That's
They keep to
true.
themselves, I keep to myself. That's all I need. More time for my bombs.
Fair enough. Fair. Did you just say bombs?
Uh, you might have heard me wrong. More time for my bonds.
Bonds. Bonds. Got it. He's a really cultured man. I got it now. He just kind of gives like a wink to Chef.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said bombs, man.
Whatever lets you sleep at night.
Usually whiskey.
My
I
mana culture.
not to break the party up or anything, but I believe we have two ladies that might need some assistance.
Yeah, so what's up with those two?
Aki is gonna walk up to the blonde human and tap her on the shoulder.
Charming, give me a fortitude save. Uh, Aki, as you approach, it becomes clear that she's actually been awake for at least a moment because her eyes bulge out, her cheeks bulge, and you eat projectile vomit.
Well,
So congratulations, you are covered in bile.
well, I've been in worse situations than this. Are you all right, my dear?
Uh, uh, pardon me. I don't. Water's not my thing. Sorry about that. She's gonna look at her dress and make sure there's nothing on her dress,
Oh,
any
you're
dust or
fine.
anything.
You're fine.
It was all
Vile. Yep.
Aki.
It is all on Aki.
Aki's just gonna look down. Said, I honestly was ready to have a different outfit anyways. So you did me a favor.
She's gonna just kind of look you up and down for a second since you mentioned the clothing. As she gets up. The fucking rat in the corner. She's gonna kind of peek past Aki and just be like, "Oh, a rat of an unusual size. Ah, my day couldn't get any worse, could it?"
If that's not a cue for Jinx to wake up, I'm not sure what is. Hey, Jinx. Uh, you come to somebody asking my day couldn't get any worse, could it? You open one eye and you are surrounded by people, which is normally not a great thing for you. There's a large human who's kind of in the back from your perspective. There's an elf who's covered in vomit standing over a blonde human. And there's a rat guy on the other side of the room from you, who is looking rather affronted at something.
Mm. I'm going to feel around my person and see what I've got.
No weapons, no weapons, no lockpicks. Everything else is where it should be,
Curses. Okay.
including your purse, which when you
Yeah.
wake it up in situations like this before, that's new.
All right. I'm going to do kind of the touch all the major parts, go, oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Guys, the
Oh.
halfling just said hello.
Well, hello.
How you doing?
So, I think I drank a lot last night. Where am I?
Jail.
Well,
On
I
a
mean, that's a
ship.
given, but that's
We're
not
on a ship
Friday.
in the middle of nowhere. We all just woke up.
Can someone tell the rat to stop talking, please?
And someone's not a morning mouse.
Huh.
Okay, got it. Okay. I'm good.
I believe the term you're looking for is morning rat.
Rat, mouse,
Usually we shorten it to Morat.
rodent of
More.
unusual size. Yeah, yeah. Hey, to each their own. You have your fur, I've got mine. We're good.
Speaking of rodents, it's gonna look at the individual who has just thrown up. I know a rat who'd pay top dollar for that bile in a specific canister.
Unfortunately, it's gone all over me, so unless you want me to wring it out in a bottle.
Maybe not now, but for the future.
Fair enough. Duly noted.
Jinx, can you give me a fortitude save as the ship hits a particularly nasty wave? I'm sorry, Jinx and Carmine.
I was say, I feel like I'm gonna default throw up again.
Oh my.
Carmine, the good news is that you managed to keep it down this time. Jinx, I got some real bad news. Who's gonna eat it? I'm rolling 2d6.
Oh no.
And we're just going alphabetically. So, Jinx, you turn green, and you just unleash a wave down yourself, and you're like stumbling around trying to grab a hold of anything that's going to give you any kind of support, and you run into a tree trunk, and then you think for a moment, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. I'm on a ship, and you look up, and you are in fact staring into the eyes of Chef.
I'm gonna do the kind of bump pat down that a thief would do. It's like,
All
is
right.
there anything interesting going on here?
Can everybody give me a perception check?
Uh, bu- 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 Is it perceive?
Perception.
wait.
It should be on the right side of your character sheet, down underneath of conditions.
Yeah, to be perceive.
Okay.
All right. Chef, you look from the halfling up to the heavens, wondering what horrible, terrible sin you have done to some previous life to bring this upon yourself. And an answer does not come to your question, but someone is coming down the stairs.
Nice leg.
Somebody's coming, y'all.
Quick, act natural.
So as this guy's coming down the stairs, am I throwing
Mhm.
up all over Chef's leg?
Yes.
Got it.
I'm all natural, baby.
Did I notice her trying to pick my pockets?
You could roll me a perception for that. It will be opposed by Jinx's thievery. So Jinx, how about you roll me a thievery real quick?
Chef would like to snatch her up by the collar and hold her out at arm's length.
Hey, no harm, no foul. Just seeing what I'm working with. All good.
That's going to be initiating a grapple. I believe that's going to be athletics versus athletics, but let me pull out the core book and check that.
Athletics versus acrobatics versus airsick.
Once again, let me check. Welcome to a new system, folks. Sometimes you just need to pull out the book and take a look.
Or could it be reflex?
I'm looking for a. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I am not finding grapple rules because they probably don't actually call it grappling. Cook, roll me an unarmed attack. You're going to have to beat Jinx's armor class in order to grab a hold of her.
Sorry, who's cook?
Deaf.
Mm-hmm.
I think I win.
Yeah.
So I'm dying before I even make it off.
No, just
what I mean.
just
No,
no,
you
no
have to
damage. No
grab.
damage.
I'm just
No
snatching
damage,
her up
just
and holding
grab.
her out like a petulant child or a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Putting
I'm
her.
sick. I'm sick. I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling like myself. Hold on, man. We're good. We're cool.
So about those steps.
Coming down the steps is a figure in a familiar garb that at least a couple of you recognize. This person is a sailor of His Majesty's Imperial Empire, Imperial Emerald Navy. And he comes down. Well, I suppose that it could be worse. You could all be asleep still. Yeah. Welcome to it. The captain has ordered you up top. outside, and no funny business. Any of you. He says, pointing to you with his left hand while he pats his sword with his right. No funny business. Welcome to your new home. He fiddles with a key ring around his belt before he finds the appropriate key for the brig. He unlocks the door, pulls it out to all of you while he still has his hand on his on his sword at his side.
So we're free to go.
You're free to go up the stairs, but it's not like there's much anywhere else to go.
Chef is going to start walking, still holding Jinx out in front of him.
I'm
As
just
mu-
gonna look at him and I'm gonna shrug as he carries me on past, like, what you gonna do?
As much in case she vomits again as to protect from being robbed.
Mm. Yes, well. How about the rest of you? Come.
Aki is just gonna look back and just say,
There are buckets up top. We'll wash you off.
"Thank you," and he'll walk towards the stairs.
Right, man?
I thought you'd never ask.
What, do I have to ask each of you? Everybody, go.
It's only
Stairs,
fun that
now.
way.
Pull your head out of your ass and do as you are told. Before I put your head up your ass. Come.
Left man will go.
Carmine will follow the rat, but she'll dip her head at the sailor as she walks past, and she'll be like, "Thank you, handsome," and just keep walking.
Come along, prisoners. Everybody goes.
All right, so what do we see when we get up top?
You see an island, mostly. I mean, you also see a ship, but you guys are in what is clearly some kind of a bay. On the north side of the bay, there's a river flowing into it. The captain of His Imperial Majesty's Emerald Navy is ordering some kind of a boat be dropped into the water.
Is there any drinkable water as we are walking up there?
Several of I mean, like, you can ask for it, but I make no promises.
Hey, boss, y'all got anything to drink?
Mr. Vedrix, kindly wash them off. Each of you gets splashed with a bucket full of salt water. You are no longer covered in bile.
Is it
And
cold? Is it
yeah,
freezing cold?
no, it's cold, but it's, you know, ocean in spring cold and not freezing.
It's more crispy than it is
Mm-hmm.
bone chilling. Got it.
Mm-hmm. And Chef, I need you to roll sense motive.
Okay, I gotta find that.
I apologize, it won't be sense motive. It'll be society, please. All
I
right.
am so gonna die once we start fighting stuff.
One of the sailors walking by looks at you with like a glint of recognition or camaraderie in his eyes. I'm the ship's cook, and he passes you a flask of something. You'll probably want that.
I'm gonna salute with the arm that's holding Jinx and take the flask and put it in my pocket.
All right, kindly make a note that you have a flask of sailor's grog. Parentheses water. As I am sure you are all aware, you have been sentenced by His Imperial Majesty the Emerald Emperor to exile on the island of Whithe for a variety of crimes. I would say have fun, but honestly, I sincerely hope to never see any of you again. Do you see that dock? He points at a dock about an eighth of a mile away from the boat.
Chef's gonna nod.
They have the rest of your personal belongings. Dismiss.
Where are we going, man?
The person identified as Vedrix earlier. You go into the boat, and then you throw the boat to there.
Fair enough. Chef
Yeah.
will get in the boat, and how wide is it?
It is large enough for about 8 people.
Could I row by myself? Like, could I
You
sit in the
probably
middle?
want somebody on the other side of it, but yeah, you probably could.
Okay. I will ass down, middle chair by the oars.
All right.
Aki will join
Mhm.
and sit
Mhm.
kind of close to the back, looking towards
Yeah.
the like where we're headed.
There's a steering oar. Do you want to man that?
Yeah,
All right.
I'll man the steering.
Okay.
Has the man walked away yet?
I mean, the guard from downstairs didn't, but like everyone else, like a ship is a busy place. Most folks have
Yeah.
moved along, and Vedrix is there to make sure that like nobody seriously goes overboard. But like that's it.
Um, she's going to ask him, by any chance, have you seen a large frog around here?
Um, hey cook, the guy who passed the flask to chef earlier. Yes. What did we do with the frog? Did we eat that? Nah, he went with the weapons. Ah, he's waiting for you on land.
Oh, thank you very much. And she's gonna raise her skirts a little and diddle dally, sit her butt on that boat.
All right. Are you going to be up in the front, or are you going to be between Aki and Chef?
I'll be in the front.
Okay. Like all the way in the front, or like just in front of Chef?
No, we need Chef. Chef is requesting Leftman in the front, so actually I'll be in between.
Okay. In between Aki and Chef. All right.
And will indeed be at the front.
All right.
1 foot up on the closest thing I can get my foot raised up on, if that's the ledge of the
100%
boat.
Captain Morganing it.
Yes.
All right.
And I sit in the front like a little coxswain and just go, whoa, whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
Yes. Yes,
Alright.
you may.
So I will start rowing.
All right. It's only like an eighth of a mile. I'm not going to make anybody roll for anything. Aki, it takes you about 10 seconds to figure out that the direction you put the ore is the opposite of the direction that you get the boat to point.
Got it.
But you put that together pretty quick. You're not an idiot.
Just a little
And
naive.
you guys pull up to the dock that is relatively heavily guarded. And one of them hollers, "Throw me the rope."
Well,
Aki looks around.
little help, guys.
Leftman's other foot is on rope. Like the foot
I
that's not
feel
up on the point of the ship is on a coil of rope.
I'm gonna feel a tugging underneath my foot, something moving. I look down. And then look around. Do I see them trying to move the rope?
He's asking you to throw him the rope.
Oh, I thought they were moving the rope. My
No,
bad.
he is asking you to throw him the rope so that he can help you guys come in and land.
Then in that case, I'm gonna look down, see the rope, pick the rope up to the best of my ability, and try to shock it.
I mean, he's only like 10 feet away. You get it to him without too much trouble.
Sweet.
Even you. And he takes the rope. He starts pulling you guys in. The other guard at the end of the pier throws a rope to Aki. Hey, catch this. And also tosses you a rope.
Aki panics.
You need to pull that send in as well. It will make getting out easier.
He panics and slightly catches it, but almost loses it.
It's an experience. Either way, the rope is pulled into the end of the pier. All right, everybody out. Your belongings are waiting for you inside. They say as they tie off the rope and come back up with their blades and shields raised. Come on. In whatever order you like. Except not actually in whatever order you like, because welcome to Vetsa. Welcome to Vetsari. Welcome to Whithe, and I would say have fun, but there's no fun to be had here. The silent is cursed.
Cursed.
Yeah.
As in...
Cursed as in cursed. See those doors? He points at the doors that are between two armed guards.
Mm-hmm.
That's the census office. You'll want to go through there. That's where they have your things. The Centaurian has your things.
Your ship's gonna just start walking.
Well, I guess we'll see what this cursed land looks like with our own two eyes. Naki just saunters forward as well.
I wonder what kind of ingredients I can find in a cursed land. Leftman will walk.
The cursed kind?
Cursed ingredients. Wonder what bonds you can make with cursed ingredients.
I don't know. But we'll find out.
All right. Do you guys Jeff, you approach the door. The guards are just looking at you like, "Oh, the signifier is waiting for you." So one of them knocks. Signifier, are you ready? Yes, send them in. Well, congratulations. One of them pushes open one of the doors. This is a mostly Spartan office. That would probably have made more sense. That joke would have made more sense if if I had followed through and made these guys Greek. There's a small rug kind of in the middle. There's furniture present, but it's all been pushed to the sides and looks like it's belonged there for a while. There's one guard, and sitting at the desk opposite you is a young woman in legionary armor.
Ma'am.
Hello, which one are you?
Chef.
She looks down at documentation. There isn't supposed to be a cook. I have records of an artist who committed theft, a thief who committed theft, an insane elf who wants to be here for some reason, and a rat man who caused an explosion that injured 2,000 people in a hospital.
Which one was that one?
She looks around. Probably you. Come inside.
That's not what I meant. Which one of the 2,000?
2,000.
Two dozen?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. I have a thief. Jinx?
Who's calling me a thief?
Probably the judge who sentenced you to exile here. I have another thief, one Carmen.
That would be me.
Excellent. A volunteer Aki?
That's me, and morning suns to you.
Yes, yes, it is certainly afternoon by now. And I have a leftman. I have a
We left
question
them.
for you. That is more of a personal question than something you are obligated to answer. What in the name of the gods convinced you that lighting a children's hospital on fire was a good idea?
Well, it was one of the many ideas I had, and that one seemed to be the worst one.
Hmm. Welcome to Whithe, the ass end of nowhere, and I would say that I hope that you have a good time. But honestly, everyone is probably going to die on this god's forsaken place. And you, the big one, who are you? Do you have a name?
Chef.
That's it.
Yes'm.
All right.
Wouldn't have been much.
sh-
Just a pretty big knife.
She pulls out a sheet of paper, scrawls Chef the cook, sentenced here for that she writes in an ellipsis, cooking, I suppose. Thank you very much. She holds out 5 sheets of paper detailing each of your identities. You are to take these to the Centurion. He is in his office out front of the excise office. You go through those doors, you turn right, and then you go through the door and turn right again.
So, door right, door right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Make sure you turn after the door. After otherwise, you are going to wind up in the barracks, and the guards may not take kindly to that.
It's fair. So right, then right, and on till morning.
Well, my right, your left,
Got it.
and then yes, right again.
Got it.
Jinx holds up both her hands with an L, a left and a right, going, okay, which way? What am I doing?
With the others.
If I may, before
Okay.
we go, I'm actually looking for an individual.
I don't care why you're here.
I mostly was just trying to ask information, but sounds like that you might be a little too busy for questions, so I'll just head out then.
Good. Jeff, you open the door. The door is unlocked. And here is a small. You think that this might be a gathering box? It looks kind of like a break room. The table here in the middle has a handful of chairs placed around it. There's some food out, but it's like uh, there's like rolls and butter that's just kind of placed out. The table is notable because it has a box built in. It has a lock box built into the top of it in the center.
Is there any water?
There's like a barrel up on the side that's tapped.
Chef's gonna walk back. Mind if I get a drink, ma'am?
She holds out her. The guard holds out his hand. Pay Flavius is silver, and you can have whatever you like.
Hard pass.
Well, then don't touch these supplies. This is a government installation, and the Emerald Emperor always gets his cut.
All right, so you said right, down the hall, and right, correct?
Through the door, down the hall, and then turn right again. She wants you to go through that door.
Okay. Didn't know if you considered this a hall or not.
And yeah, you open the door again. You are in some like outside space that also honestly also kind of looks like it gets used as a meeting place more often than not. Um, it's small. It's got a like chef to you. It's kind of eye height stone wall built around it. Um,
If
but
I go up on my tiptoes, can I see anything?
you can see a small village around. And then off to like the northeast, there's what you think is a lighthouse.
All right. I guess follow the path and go through the door.
All right. Jinx, you just gonna follow Chef?
Yes.
All right. Carmine?
I'm following suit.
All right, everybody's just going through the door.
Yes.
Nobody
Yep.
wants to look around. All right.
No,
Do you want to look around or no, you're going through the door?
going through
I'm
the door.
kind of too hungover to care. I'm just gonna follow the big guy. I mean, he's got nice legs. I got the feel him. So I'm good with following him for the moment.
All right.
So I guess I'll look around before we go through the door.
Roll me a perception check. Nah, it's you poke around a little bit. You notice that this walled-in area goes down. Turns around there and goes down. Down here, there's what looks to be a rain barrel, and the designated like hide from the signifer when I don't want to deal with working right now. But given that there seems to be a designated place, you get the feeling that that's more of a formality than it is like an actual escape location. And Chef, you open the door. You are in a much warmer room. There are tapestries of blatant imperial propaganda about the invincibility of the legions all around the room here. There's another much nicer rug, and there's another much nicer desk and a very nice chair behind it. And very pointedly, not sitting at that desk is the local centurion. Greetings, my name is Tullus Gratis Fidelis. And he turns to Carmine. Who are you?
Harming.
Do you have a surname?
She's gonna kind of look at him with a little head tilt. I figured since we were your prisoners, or, well, not your prisoners, but that you were expecting us here, they would know all of our names.
We expect many people coming through here. It's the Census and Excise Office.
Hmm.
We're
Well, then,
responsible for handling about 40% of the Imperial traffic onto this island. Andrea, the signifer, she gave you documentation, no?
yes. She's just gonna hand it over.
All right. Welcome to Whithe, Carmen Diogenes. Uh, a very nice name. It almost sounds Pythian. Um. Oh. Oh wait, I know who you are. You're not prisoners. You're free to go. And he pushes open the door. But I have some personal belongings for each of you. He pulls out 5 small packets, or rather 4 small packets, and one would be a small packet if it wasn't for a massive 2-handed cleaver out from behind his desk. And there's one other thing. And I'm sorry, 2 other things. And he reaches down and he pulls out like a head-sized frog, and he puts that on the table.
Sabby!
Chef's gonna.
Diogenes, a quick moment. And he pulls out a what is like a sealed collection of dispatches.
Okay.
I know that I just said that the 5 of you are free to go. However, this is not entirely true. The truth is that you are being released here uh, for the purpose of doing a job. In the nearby town of Verkhneyatska, the city on the north side of the bay, there is an imperial citizen named Canis Gordio. He's been living here on White for some time. He occasionally helps to facilitate government business. I don't know where he lives, but he holds up the collection of dispatches. He needs to get these. And he hands them to you, Carmine.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You're doing the Emperor's work. As for the rest of you, here are your belongings. Try not to burn the town down.
Hmm.
Some of us have to live here.
No promises.
Aki is gonna run over to his bag and just check everything inside, make sure everything's all there and in order still.
Yeah.
Chef is going to grab his bag and pull out the large cleaver. Oh, Lucille, I missed you, baby. And put it on his back.
The Lucille is in perfect condition. Just as sharp as when you left her. Carmen, can you please roll me a perception check? You listened as the Centurion whispers, "What the fuck did you get here? Get yourself assigned here, Toulis." Yes, yes, the senator's daughter was attractive, but you didn't. That didn't mean that you had to get caught fucking her. Now you're dealing with weirdos all day long. Well, welcome to Vatsari.
So we're good to get.
Yeah.
See you,
I'm gonna
bitches.
I'm gonna go over to my bag and I'm gonna start digging through just to see what's in there. I'm gonna pull out random shit that I have no idea what it is and just kind of toss it behind my shoulder,
All right. Give me
picking
a
up on the
moment.
thing.
I'm going
Ooh, that's kind of
to.
pretty. Stick it back in and find my knives and arrange my knives about my person and
Mm-hmm.
okay. Nice to meet you. See ya. And I go follow him.
Is there someone or somewhere I can change really quick?
He points back. If you shut all the doors to the middle hallway, that can be pretty quiet. That can stay quiet in the middle of shifts.
Yeah, who am I kidding? He just goes into the corner and pulls out his second set of robes,
Or that works too.
and he starts to just get changed, but he has like an underlayer of
Mm-hmm.
stuff
Mm-hmm.
that he does not take off.
All right.
Just puts on the new robes and says, "These you can burn." And he,
No, that's you are responsible for all of your belongings. If you want them burned, then you can do that yourself.
I knew you would understand, and he just leaves them on the table and leaves the room.
Uh, what's your armor class again?
16.
Yeah, he nails you in the back of the head with them.
And
What's
he
the
just keeps
damage?
walking.
What's the damage?
There is no damage. It's just a bunch of seawater soaked clothing.
He just leaves them on the ground for him.
Hey boss, that looks expensive. Can I have it? It's abandoned. It means as long as you split it with the rest of the garrison, yes. And one of the guards picks it up.
Aki just kind of glances over his shoulder at the vultures, looks over at Chef and says, "Joke's on them." There's plenty more of those.
Hey, my sister's really gonna like this. Isn't your sister a prostitute? Yeah, but so?
Damn.
Not like you're ever gonna meet her.
Chef's gonna look at the guard he's close to and, hey man, you know where I can get some water?
I mean, he points at the largest building. That's the store.
Thank you.
If you want most, they aren't going to have anything particularly rare. This isn't a big bustling town, but they have most of the Imperial standard stuff.
Gonna start heading for the store.
All right, it's this one.
I figured.
Let me just. There's and he's kind of underneath of the tree there. You pass a commoner who is standing there with like a bouquet of flowers, looking at a young woman who's romping into town from the north.
I don't know what you did, but you better hope them flowers is enough.
I haven't done anything. I'm just trying to say hello.
Well, go do it, boy.
Yeah, go do it, boy. I can do that. And he sets off all the way. But let's keep up with stuff that Chef clearly thinks is more interesting. Chef, you enter the store. To your joy and or horror, it is a combination bar, restaurant, and general store. There is an off-duty guard there in the corner, and there's the shopkeep, barkeep, cook there in the back. Hello, I am Moldakowski. How can I help you?
I need the biggest bucket of water you got that I can drink.
Potable water, all right. Are you all right with the same stuff we give the horses?
Sold.
All right. And he goes into the back and he comes back with a bucket full of water. There you go.
Thank you. And Chef kills the bucket of water.
All right.
Set the empty bucket down. Thank you. I needed that.
You're welcome. Who are you?
Chef. How you doing?
Pleased to meet you. I'm Moldakowski. He reaches out his hand to shake yours.
I will shake his hand.
How can I help you?
Well, apparently my dumb ass got myself stuck here. So, you looking
Welcome
for...
to Whithe. I'm a local.
You looking for a chef?
Uh, not particularly. My wife and I can handle most things around here. Honestly, there's not a whole lot to do other than the garrison for the census and excise. Since the Emerald Empire has decided to put the whole island under quarantine, well, not a whole lot of census or excising going on.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But
So what'd they put the island under for?
some kind of sickness running around. I don't know the details. The at least somewhat wasted guard in the corner goes, people's fucking blood keeps turning to rocks or some shit.
Oh, Chef.
And then they go crazy and start trying to kill people. It's not good, man.
What have you gotten yourself into, son?
I don't fucking know, man. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Chef. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
You got an actual name, or are you
Everybody
my
just
name's
calls me
Chef?
Chef.
That's a stupid fucking name. That'd be like everybody calling me Guard.
Pleasure to meet you, guard. Got anything for the water, sir?
Olikowski shakes his head like, no, there's this no, there's a spring about half a mile inland that we collect from.
Thank you kindly.
You're
And
very welcome. Would you like to buy anything else? And he gestures at the rest of the store along the way. There's a lot of stuff that looks like it might be useful, but like generic like traveling gear. There's tack for a horse if you get or hire, or if you buy and or hire and or otherwise acquire a horse.
I gotta check with somebody. I'll let you know. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Pleasure to meet you, guard.
All right.
Gonna head back outside.
All right. Everybody else, you see a peasant clearly heading off north with a bouquet of flowers in his hands. Chef is walking out of the largest room, or the largest building in the place other than the census and excise office. And there is an old man standing next to the fountain thing at the center of town that doesn't actually run right now because it's still spring and it gets cold at night.
I'm gonna walk over and sit on the fountain and keep an eye on Homie up here and see what happens.
Grigorije, I don't want to talk to you. I've had a long night looking after the lighthouse. Go tend the fields, do your job. And he turns around and he walks away dejected.
Yeah, it's alright, brother. Persistence is key.
I don't know about that, man. I've been persistent for like 6 months now.
You got this, buddy. You gotta have some faith in yourself.
I'm trying.
Keep your head up, puff that chest out, you got it.
I think this is like the worst possible advice you could give this guy in this situation, but go for it, man.
Aki is gonna come up to the old man.
Yes?
He's just gonna ask, pardon, sir. I am looking for.
Hello, my name is Vasco Stefanovic. How can I help you?
I was just wondering if you're familiar with individuals that have come through here, newcomers rather than locals.
I'm a local. We don't necessarily keep tabs on everybody, but I've got a pretty good head for faces. What are you looking for?
I am looking for an individual that might be in similar robes that I wear. They probably would have come through here within the past month or so.
Hmm. I'll tell you what. I'll think about it. But I have a valuable ring that those bastards over from the Emerald Empire took it away from me about 2 weeks ago. You can find me that ring. I'll tell you what I know about the person who came through.
What can you tell me about this ring?
It he holds up his right hand around his middle finger. There's clearly like the marks of a ring. Um, it's about that thick. He holds his hands like half a centimeter, quarter of an inch apart. Um, it's made out of brass. It's very heavily engraved, and disappeared somewhere. I've asked the guards, but everyone claims to have not seen it. But I know that those bastards took it away.
Where were you last when you had it?
The last time I remember having it, I was in Oldakowski's. And he points at the general store.
And were you doing some work? Were you just shopping?
I do what we always do in Oldakowski's. At the end of the day, I was drinking.
Were
Not a
you
whole
drink?
lot to do around here other than farm and drink.
Were you drinking with someone?
The usual suspects. I was laughing at Darkovic trying to get into Christina's pants again. Christina was shutting him down. Heinrich and I were laughing. Next thing I know, I was stumbling home, and in the morning, my ring was gone.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be on the lookout, sir.
Thank you.
And I
Let's
hope
see if I can remember anything about your friend.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Aki just gingerly walks away and takes a seat at the fountain and starts
He
to ponder.
also sits down at the fountain. I know those robes look familiar. How long ago was he here? Hmm.
So, Mr. Chef, what brought you to the island?
A boat, same as you.
That's fair. That's fair. That was on me for not clarifying. I mean, you're the only one that didn't have some sort of crime against you. I volunteered to come. Why are you here?
I don't rightly remember. I remember my horse's ass of a boss calling me fat. So I punched him in the mouth, and then his guards snatched me up and drug me out and beat me pretty decent. And I went to the tavern to lick my wounds, and I woke up on a boat.
Now that's something.
Yeah, so that is how
Well,
I'm here.
well, if you'd like, I'm looking for someone currently, but I don't know my way around here, and being that we all were thrown in the same brig together, would you like to travel together for now?
I guess I'd be alright. Question, DM.
Yeah.
Does Chef remember making the bet?
No, but there's something warm in your pocket.
I'm going to stick my hand in my pocket.
There's a sheet of paper there.
I'm going to pull it out
All right.
and read the sheet of paper.
In a hand that is not your own, there is a title at the top that just says, the bet list on Whithe, and a colon. Then there's a bunch of shit.
Oh, damn it.
And, one of them is glowing.
What's glowing?
A tardigrade or water bear.
All right.
It sparkles in the sunlight.
I'm going to pull out the... What's it called? The flask of sailor's grog. And hold it up by the list and see if anything happens.
Nope.
And you said there is no water in the fountain.
There's maybe a little bit down at the bottom, but they don't have it running.
Another mechanical thing. Will the list let me know when something is off of it?
Yeah.
Slowly starting to try to piece together what he has done. I'm going to head back to the general store.
All right.
Did I overhear the conversation between Aki and the old man?
Yeah. You sat down about halfway through it.
Did I hear about the ring?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, boss, that's something I need now. Well, two things. One question and one thing.
Okay. How can I help you?
You got a little, glass vial with a cork in it or something?
For the right price, I have most things, yeah.
How much we talking?
And he holds up a small glass vial. A silver.
Sold.
Silver first.
I hand him over the silver.
Please mark off 1 silver. You have a vial.
And have you by chance seen a kind of hoity-toity brass ring with a bunch of shit scraped into it?
Vasco's ring? What about it?
Have you seen it? I heard his old ass was looking for it.
No, I haven't seen it since he fell flat on his ass as he was walking home one night.
Whereabouts did he eat shit at, if I may inquire, sir?
Do you see the house directly across from here?
Yes, sir.
That's his house. About halfway.
About halfway, so between the tree and the
Yeah, he
fountain
was
there?
kind of stumbling along that lower wall outside of the census office.
Alright. Thank you kindly. I appreciate you.
Mhm.
Gonna head back to the fountain.
All right.
I'll head with him as well.
Okay.
Going to scoop up some water and look at the list.
All right. You scoop up some water. You put the stopper in it. He phrase a tardigrade or water bear. Sparkles. Gets a line through it. Then underneath of it is written in the appears written in the same hand. An actual bear made of water. Nice try.
An actual bear made of water.
A bear made of water.
Okay.
Aki's gonna try and look over his shoulder and see what he's looking at.
Aki, you are looking at a long list of things, several of which don't actually exist. Who's to say what the hell the worth of a word is? How the hell is he supposed to know which rock that is so smooth and so flat from a lake? What the hell is a leviathan, and how does it have a tail? You've never even heard of a tardigrade, but now it's asking for a bear made of water?
Curious list you got there, chef.
It's starting to come back to me now. I'm pretty sure I did something really, really dumb. But let's go check out by this wall.
All right.
Going to
Sounds good.
walk over by the wall and look for the ring.
All right. Roll me a perception check.
I'll also look too.
All right. On a 17 and a 15, you guys find nothing.
Aki's gonna walk up to the guard and say, "Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Were you guarded here the night that the old man tumbled out of the tavern last?
No, I work day shift.
Do you know who was guarded here?"
Well, the signifer in charge of the night shift is Manus Flavian. But he's in, and he points out one of the buildings. He lives in that house, but he's asleep right now.
Fair
No,
enough.
the far one.
Fair enough. Have you by any chance seen a copper ring with lots of engravings on it?
No.
He's going to observe his mannerisms to see if he's telling the truth.
All right. Let me just.
That'd be society.
I used society earlier. I'm checking skills for what exactly that would be. Um, no, it is perception.
It is
I apologize. It is perception.
okay. 12.
He seems like he's telling the truth.
All right, thank you, sir. I will keep looking.
All right.
Chef's gonna walk over to Jenks. Hey there, a little bit. You got lots of shiny stuff, right?
Maybe.
You good at finding shiny stuff?
Maybe.
Apparently that old fool over by the fountain ate shit along this wall and lost a ring. See if you can find something? Or maybe that guard has it and you can take it from him if you're good at it.
see what I can do. I am going to make my way over to this guy over here.
All right.
And I'm just going to kind of knock on his armor. Because I'm only about 3 feet tall. So I'm just going to kind of knock, which would probably be his general chest area. And
Yeah.
look at him. And just give him this innocent smile and go, "Hi, how are you?"
I'm well.
Um,
Can I help you with something, citizen?
beer. Lots of beer. Where do we go for beer?
Oh, if you're trying to get much of anything, uh, I mean, we've got the census excise office supplies in the garrison. But if you're looking to purchase something, Old Akowski's just over there. It's kind of the only option around here. Um, Personally, I think that one of the locals has themselves a still set up out in the lighthouse. One of the guys is out there often, and the girl goes out that way up pretty often too. Um, but honestly, I'm not really sure what they're up to. Are you going to be using this to do anything, or am I just vamping for the sake of vamping?
I am looking for unusual places to look.
Roll me a perception check. This person is not trying to deceive you. Um, However, I will also tell you that he's pretty distracted, and his coin purse is right there.
That was going to be my next thing. So it's going to. Okay, perfect. This dude right over here. I'm gonna turn around. I'm going to like try to wave him down to where his head comes down towards me. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
point
Let's
towards the guy that lost his ring.
hmm
And I'm gonna start going, "This guy lost his ring." I'm gonna describe what it looks like. I'm just gonna start making shit up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go first coin first.
All right. I need you to roll me a deception check. All right, on a 19. On a 19, he believes you. He's like down on one knee listening to you. He's like, yeah, yeah. Okay, wow, that does sound really valuable. I'm sorry, it has how many gems? Ooh. Yeah, yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out for it. I want you to roll me thievery, and I am going to add 5 to whatever you roll. Um, yeah, yeah. While he's doing this, while he's looking down, he's like, look, he's uh he's starting to get like gold coins showering down in front of his eyes in his head. Yeah, you take his coin purse.
Okay, cool. Cool. I'm gonna come right back. Um, Thank you. Thank you for the help.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, for sure, for sure. I'll keep an eye out.
all right.
Did Chef see that?
You see her talking to the guard. But if you want to see the thievery, that's going to be a perception check from you too. Nope.
All right. And I'm gonna head over and he said he went and fell in this general middle area, and after that,
Yeah,
um,
he says that he felt kind of there-ish.
okay. So I'm gonna go back to Chef, I'm gonna go,
All right.
hey Legs, yeah, that dude didn't know anything, but I have this. I'm gonna hand him the bag of silver. Um, I'm gonna keep looking. I'll let you know if I find anything, and I'm gonna wander off.
I am going to stash the silver.
All right. Hey, Leftman, Carmine, you guys are still at the office. Is there a reason for that?
I have no reason aside from just listening to what's been going
Listening,
on here.
yeah.
Let me update my token.
Miss Theogony, is there something I can do to help you?
She's gonna look down at the papers, look back up, and just go, so you're expecting me to find this person and deliver these to them, correct?
I mean, he's certainly known in the city. It's not particularly hard. It's just we never know when this quarantine is going to be lifted, and so I can't spare the men for myself.
Yeah,
Um,
that's where I have you at. I'm hearing there's some crap going on in this island, and you expect that somehow magically the crap won't happen while I'm on the way? Because
takes
we
a
wouldn't
deep breath.
want someone like me to die with these papers in my hand that have to go to this person.
It gets worse the further away from the island you go. And as for Canis Gordio, the hardest part is going to be figuring out which brothel he's at. So,
Okay? And if I don't deliver these?
and honestly, it's no skin off my back. We'll just uh, then the Emperor will send another round of them with the next board passenger to come through. So you can get paid, or they can. Pick one.
Ah, see, you didn't mention that I'd be getting paid. Now, how much would I be getting paid for this?
He leans in close to you. That is part of the dispatches. I don't know. But Cordio is independently wealthy, so you might be able to talk him up to a fair bit more. Good luck. Unless there's another reason that you're trying to stay around here.
Do I have a timeline for these?
When it gets done, it gets done. The sooner you go, the sooner you get paid. Are there things that you would rather do here? Any winks?
Um, she's gonna reach forward. He has like armor on, right?
Yeah.
Um, is there any like cloth or anything on it?
Um, I mean,
Like
it's like
the
Roman
colors?
legionary armor, so like there's like a skirt down to like his knees ish.
She's gonna put a hand like on his chest, closer to his collarbone,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just gonna kind of like what's the term for when you like not drum your fingers, when you do like one finger at a time? What's that called? That word. That thing.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Are
do
you
that
trying
and
to play with like his chest hair?
no, no, no. She's just gonna look up and smile at him and do that thing that I don't know what that's
Mhm.
called. She's gonna go, don't we wish? And she's just gonna walk past him, kind of like shove into him gently, and then
Mhm.
walk past him out the door.
Can you roll me a perception check?
Yeah. Receive.
And yeah, the two of you come out. There's a young man, clearly a peasant of some kind, walking dejectedly away, kind of with what used to be a bouquet of flowers that he's just kind of slowly letting slip through his fingers. There's a guard on either side of the door. There's an old man sitting on a fountain, talking under his own breath.
Aki is gonna look at Carmine and wave at her.
There's an elf waving at you from 5 feet away.
Yep, I'm gonna come
It's a
next to
little
him
weird.
with an eyebrow raised, all confused. Hello?
It's about time you came out here.
You're saying that as if I'm missing something.
Well, no, but
But
I was gonna ask. I'm already traveling with the big guy over there, and seeing that we're in the predicament that we're not going to be getting off this island for a while, I wanted to extend the invitation if you'd like to travel with us for now.
well, she's gonna look down at the papers in her hands. It appears that the quite ugly man back there who had eyes for me appears to give us, well, specifically me. I have to have these papers sent to some random person for a prize. So I will be busy on our journey. Whether or not I split that money with you is a question, if you actually help me with this, but I don't mind another companion that isn't
Uh,
willing to do questionable things with me.
The guards hear you calling their centurion ugly and start laughing.
Aki is just gonna look at Carmine and just say, "Oh, I honestly, I'm not here for the money at all. Um, I'm actually looking for someone myself, hence why I volunteered to come. But uh, I don't mind helping finish the job. I do
Are you,
have another job that I need to complete in town here as well, though.
well, from what I gather, we're all criminals, and you're comfortable with working with criminals?
I mean, we all have our bad sides. Nothing,
So it would
nothing worse
seem.
than
Hmm.
nothing worse than what I've dealt with in the past.
Well, don't try to get me angry, and I believe we can get along. Now, what are we looking for here?
You see the older gentleman at the fountain over there?
Crazy man, yes.
Well, eh, he's looking for a ring about this size. It's all copper, lots of engravings on it, couple jewels. Last thing that he remembers is he was at the bar over there, having a couple of drinks, laughing at that gentleman over there for being a woman crazy man in love with that lady over there and
Who
failing
has since gone
utterly.
into her room. or since like entered her house. So
Uh,
he points at a house.
the house.
She's
And
in the
you're
middle of
pretty
that.
much caught up.
Okay, well, she's gonna look at the dejected man over there. She's gonna kind of look at him and go, shame, what a handsome man that is. Wonder what happened there. Oh, but you did mention this ring, yes? Did they say what happened? Did anything occur out here?
Um, Only information we have is that the gentleman left the bar. He stumbled in this general area, and he points towards like the wall next to where the guards are standing. And then went home, and then woke up, and his ring was gone. So
Hmm. Well,
missing his ring. Go
this
ahead.
man does seem important to you. I feel like you were bribed for this.
He may have some information of the person I'm looking for.
I see. Well, come along. And she's gonna reach out and grab Aki's hand.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna walk over here. Um, in Carmine's other hand, she's gonna have Sebastian, the little froggy.
Mhm.
Um, and
Little, he's the size of your head.
I know. And she's gonna let go of Aki's hand and go, all
Mhm.
right, Sebi. It's been a little while. You gotta help me out here, okay? And
I can't make ribbit noises, but he croaks at you.
I'm going to cast Detect Middle.
You take a deep breath. You stare into your frog's eyes as it ribbits at you.
Sorry, that's just so funny.
Uh, in no particular order. Aki has a number of metallic objects on him. Jinx has a number of metallic objects on him. Chef has a number of metallic objects on him. The guards are both have metal on them. Leftman has metal on him. The Centurion has metal on him. Uh, over here, like inside of the wall, there's
Mhm.
like a little bit that's like maybe coin sized. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, there's no like, but yeah, it's not like there's it's not like you're standing on like in an iron mine or something like that.
But I did ping something in the little courtyard, right?
Yep.
Okay. Um, well, I did detect something back over there, and she's gonna point behind the wall. But I don't know if I want to deal with walking back and seeing that ugly man again.
How high is this wall?
It was
Five
Chef's eye
foot
level,
eight,
right?
give or take. Yeah. Steph is like 6'2", so somewhere between 5'8" and 5'10". A little taller than you. Honestly, it's actually about Carmine's height.
Yeah,
Um,
she a little tall.
Aki is gonna look back at the guards and say, "Don't mind me," and he's gonna jump the wolf fence.
That's going to be an athletic. Actually, let me check, because that's a tall jump. That is a thing that is specifically called out. Yeah, a high jump.
A high jump.
Uh,
Acrobatics?
athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah.
13.
All right. It very rapidly turns into a scramble up the wall. But yeah, you got there. Then you go over.
I'm gonna sit on the wall and
And
wait for.
you hear, and one of the guards walks up and pokes you with the back end of his spear. You know you're a citizen. You can just ask to go back inside the office, right?
We didn't want to see the person in the room's face. And he looks at Carmine and holds his hand out. He says this all with like a really sunshiny smile.
All right. All right. I guess this Syrian said something to piss you off, but like, come on, man. Come on down. Like, just go through the door. Use the door like a person. You're a person, man, right?
Depends on who asks, I guess.
I'm asking, are you a person?
Can be.
Then use the damn door. Jeff, what are you doing as you walk through the door? Completely unchallenged by anybody.
Gotta see a guy about a thing.
All right.
Can I grab
What do you-
Aki and pull him down?
Whoa!
All right. Uh, Aki, are you going to go along with this, or are you going to try to resist?
Just go along with it because I'm
All right.
not noticing Chef at all.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Chef, you pull him down.
So she said it's over here by the wall somewhere. Or there's a thing over here.
Uh-huh.
Somewhere around here, yeah. Miss Carbine, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear your lovely voice.
Can you guide us kind of where you can see?
She can't see.
I can't
She has
see.
to
I can
jump
only.
to see you. The
Yeah.
wall is as tall as she is.
So at
You can kind of see Chef.
6'4", could I lean over
but-
and pull her up?
Why do you guys keep wanting to pull people over the wall
Not
instead
over,
of
just
walking
like
through?
you know how I picked Jinx up and can I
There's
do
a
something
wall
of
in
that?
between the two of you.
He wants to eat the halfling. Go with it.
Gonna pull her over
Chef,
just so she can see.
Chef, Aki, I'm going to need a perception check from both of you.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Jeff, now that you know what you're looking for and you have Carmine like yelling directions from the other side of it, it doesn't actually take you very long to find a really heavily engraved brass ring.
Let's go.
It's kind of here in the corner. And it looks like it probably wound up, and it's covered in like dirt and mud and so forth. You think to yourself, you know, he probably slipped on like a rainy night and it just wound up getting kicked into the mud here.
Well, he
Then
thinks to
nobody
hims-
noticed it.
He thinks to himself, "How drunk was this sumbitch? That's a big ass wall."
Mm-hmm.
Grab
you
the
find it?
ring. Yep.
Perfect.
Walking back through.
Mr. Cook, kindly let your friends know that they're Imperial citizens and they can just knock at the door.
Hey there, little fella, you coming with us? And man scene thing done.
Leftman, what are you getting up to?
My bad. I was muted. Well, this entire time that they've been doing whatever it is that they've been doing, because Leftman does
Uh-huh.
not know.
Mhm.
He took the liberty of taking out his little alchemy kit and just started tooling around as everybody started just kind of did their thing.
Oh no.
He's
Do you have
he's not.
ingredients and reagents? Is that included in the kit? Or do you
So
need
that's
to
a
get
good.
those separate?
That's a good question because I don't remember, and I gotta go double
Do
check
the
because
book.
I kind of forgot about that. Find it. Is it using?
Alchemist lab. An alchemist lab. Alchemist lab. You need an alchemist lab to craft alchemical items during downtime. An expanded lab gives a +1 item bonus to crafting checks to create alchemical items. It makes no mention of coming with ingredients.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Although I do. No, I did not. I did not buy any before this. So he's just pulling out his stuff and trying to get comfy while he notices that everybody's just kind of running around doing their thing. And he's not making anything, but he was getting comfy. What was it that what was it that was asked whether or not I was coming?
Mr. Leftman. Yes? The
Yeah,
Centurion towers over you.
that's me.
Kindly pack your things and make your way out of my office.
Come
This
on,
is
I was
a
just
place
getting
of business,
comfortable.
and things must be done here.
All right.
Thank you.
Man, I don't remember how to erase on this thing.
That's okay. I'll deal with it.
Okay. So Leftman being kicked out. He's like, well, hope I won't be seeing you anytime soon.
The feeling is mutual.
Already fucking pre-firing.
As he
Whoops. Sorry.
Hi, hubby.
as Leftman walks out the door, makes sure to slams it on his way out.
You slammed the door on your tail.
I forget that's there sometimes. And he screams out to Chef, "Hey guys, wait for me!"
The rat man joins us.
Come in.
All right, so Chef is gonna walk over to the old. Yeah. Hey there, old timer. This yours? And
Oh yeah,
hold
yeah.
out the ring.
Yes, thank you very much. How can I help you, Mr.
Chef.
I'm Vasquez Stefanovic.
All right,
All
old
right.
timer.
All right, Mr. Chef. I didn't. Then he points over at Aki, and then he points back at Chef, and he crosses his hands in front of you like he's the scarecrow in the Wizard of Oz. Are they two of your friends?
Not yet, but I believe you have some information for him.
Yes, and he pulls out his coin purse, and he pulls out 1, 2, 3, and he hands you 3 silver. Thank you so much, so much.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yes. This is all I have left after my wife decided to take it. After my ex-wife took everything in the divorce.
Hey, man, at least you didn't get far, though, you know.
What do you mean?
Nobody coming or going off the island?
Oh, yeah, that was a long time ago. She's in Leone now.
I would
least
say
you
you
don't
should
have-
go get her back, but that'd be a dick move, so I'm just gonna go get a beer.
It's no, she's in the ground in Leone.
At least she
Turns out the
left.
man she left me for had a wife too.
Damn.
So, Mr. Very Red, how can I help you?
You said that you were gonna think about.
Oh yes, the man in red, the man in red robes.
Yeah.
He came through. He did not really mention anything to anybody, but normally when somebody dressed like you comes through, they're going to the Magocracy. They are going to Tower Place.
And what direction would that be?
Same direction as most everything else on this godforsaken place. North.
Fair enough.
Marek has maps if you are interested. And
I'll
he points to Oldakowski's.
definitely be heading that way then.
All right. Take care.
And be more careful next time.
Oh, yes, for sure. And he puts the ring onto his thumb, and he kind of can't get it off or past the first knuckle there.
Hmm.
And on that note of physical comedy, we're going to leave the old man.
Chef is gonna start heading towards the general store, restaurant, bar, depot.
Oldakowski's everything place, yeah.
Whistle and yell out, "Hey, bitches! First round's on a little bit over there." Is dejected homie still outside?
Yeah, but he's like over here now. Walking off towards the fields.
He's gonna whistle at him.
Well, another day of work. Yeah, another day of work.
He's gonna whistle and yell at him. You want beer, man?
Not really. Thanks for the offer.
Head up.
Somebody has to do their job around here.
Head up. You got that.
Unless this is going to be Stefanovic. Yeah, he starts walking on the road out of town.
Aki will head in to the tavern as well.
Ratman, what are you doing outside of my house?
Oh, this is your house?
Yes,
I was trying to see what this place was.
it's my house.
Yeah, you just told me that.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, exploring, getting to know the place. The usual.
He
It's
goes
not like
inside.
we're given a map of this place.
What do you think this is? Some kind of bizarre game where people gather around a table and move little figurines around a map? Perhaps roll dice? And
No,
determine
who
who
would have
lives
the
or
time for
dies?
that?
Exactly. There's farming to be done.
There's bombs to make. And the perfect cheese.
Whatever floats your
Procure.
boat, man. Some people are into cheese and bombs. Some people are into farming. Some people, some people are into Christina, like that poor San Gregori shit. And the significantly less poor Sad Heinrich.
Well, all right. I'll leave you be.
But are you just going to the next house?
Yeah.
All right. The door's locked.
Oh man.
I will.
I'll
I will.
knock.
Nobody comes. This is Mr. Dejected's house.
Well, I guess I should go see what everybody else is doing.
Bob, Aki, Carmine, you guys are all in the bar/restaurant/general store.
Yes.
Guard.
Yep.
Cook.
Let's see. There should be 5 of us here. So 5 pints of your mediocrest ale, please, sir.
I don't have mediocre ale. I have good ale and I have bad ale.
That one.
That one. That's going to be the copper each, so 5 copper. It's 10 copper to a silver, so half a
Yes,
silver.
I'm aware. You got food, man?
Yeah.
How much?
He looks at the 4 or 5 of you. Call it a full silver and we're even.
Sold.
Yesterday's still and rolled. All right. And he calls out, Vid, Vesela. And 2 voices screaming out from the back. Yeah, Dad? 5 of yesterday's stew and 5 of the rolls from this morning. Okay, Dad. Vesela. Yeah, Dad? 5 of the bad ale. Okay. And 2 like 10-year-old 10-ish-year-old kids. Clearly this guy's children come through. One of them sets a platter of like stew and rolls onto this table, and the other one sets like 5 mugs of beer also on this table. And then they go back into the rear of the storage area, and then they go back into the rear of all of this into the storage area. Have it. The girl turns around. Have a nice meal.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you so much.
So, how can I help you? Anything else, or are you just going to eat?
I was told that you have a map for sale of.
The island? Yes.
Yes. How
It's
much?
over in supplies.
How much for the map?
Maybe I shouldn't have put the equipment pages away. Maps aren't exactly common. So it's not. So it's really just going to be like broad strokes, kind of scrawled together. But they are valuable. They do take a lot of resources and they take a lot of time. So it's going to be 10 silver, and it's pretty much the most expensive thing in here.
All right. I believe. Yep, I have plenty. I will pay for the silver.
All right. Mark down 10 silver. And you have a map of Whithe. It is already in your journal. Labeled Whithe map. And it looks something like
Phenomenal.
this. It's got like the nations kind of carved out gently. The borders look a little soft, like whoever made it isn't entirely certain where they are. But it's got the general positions of everything right, and you guys are down here.
Like on the dot or more
Across the bay from it on the southern side.
like right there
Yeah.
at the tail of the road?
Like way down here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you guys are like Vierhinyatska is the town, and then there's the bay, and then at the south side of the bay is where you guys are.
Got it. Okay. Aki is going to just observe the map a little bit as he's eating and drinking.
Mhm.
Well, Miss Carmine,
Yes.
what was the name of the town that we were looking for again?
Oh crap! I didn't write down the town. I only wrote down the name.
Was it this? And he points to Verendaska.
Vierhinyatska.
Yes.
Sounds like it. Yeah, probably. Said the guy's pretty out there in the brothel, so I'm sure if we're in the wrong place, we'll find out soon.
Guard speaks up. You guys looking for Gordio or some shit?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude's into some shady fucking shit.
What kind of shady shit?
Like underhanded, like imperial spy shit. That or he just makes horse disappear. I can't fucking remember right now. Both? Maybe both.
Are the papers given to me sealed?
Yes.
Damn it. Wax sealed?
Physically.
Damn it.
Let me see.
And as Sebastian sits on the table next to it and he rivets at it, he's looking at it.
What is it, Sebby?
Roll me a. Roll me an occultism, please.
Where the hell is that?
It's a skill.
Oh, I see it. There it is. Okay.
They're also sealed magically.
Ha! I better get paid a lot more than I thought I was gonna get paid for these suckers.
Must be pretty important
Yeah,
if they're
Gordio's
having.
pretty rich.
Then I guess we shouldn't dilly-dally?
No, let's enjoy our meal here that Chef has kindly bought us.
I think Jinx is the one that was going to, that bought for us this time.
Jinx is not present. Jinx completely
yeah.
missed
I'd
this
say, I
whole
thought,
thing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, Jinx, what are you getting up to?
I am wandering around the town. I'm just looking at stuff, and this is my day at the Ren Fair. I'm just wandering around to see what can be seen and just having
I'm just gonna do you
a
that
good old
then.
time.
Yeah, kind of over here by what is definitely a lighthouse, there's a swamp. You go down kind of south and west of town. There are farm fields that look like they work them by hand. The ocean's the ocean. I assume that you've already become as intimately acquainted with that as you care to. Can you roll me a perception check, please? All right, on a 22. Um, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Did I roll an even number or an odd number?
Odd.
All right. You find a body wearing imperial wearing like imperial gear, face down in the swamp, like a quarter mile outside of town.
Okay, is it in a position where I can actually search the body and see if there's anything going on?
His head is at a weird angle, and there's like a root or kind of wrapped around one of his feet, like he got his foot caught and tripped and fell and broke his neck.
Does he have anything shiny?
He in fact has quite a bit of shiny.
Oh,
The first
goody.
thing that he has is a small box marked taxes. That you grab a hold of and ask the question, "Ooh, what's in here?" And the answer is 39 silver, or rather 20, or rather 25-ish silver, 40 copper, and a single gold piece.
How many copper was that? 25 silver, 1 gold. How many copper?
37, 40-ish.
Okay.
But there's also a really interesting compass-looking thing in his pocket.
Okay. Definitely taking every last bit of the shiny.
All right.
And I'm going to wander back over to the group at this point.
All right. Yeah. I'm just going to make a note that you have make a note of all of the money that you found, and you also have a certain something that I am going to make a note of that you don't know what you have yet.
Okay. Hello. Guys, I found a thing. And I take the box and I
All right.
set it down on the table. There's this guy, he's out there. I think he just tripped and broke his neck. I don't know, but he had this. So, I brought it with me. I wasn't sure what else to do, and here. And I just sit down.
All right.
Leftman is gonna rush in and say, "Ooh, goodies!" as he's already preparing to open the box.
You gonna eat furball? I bought you
Jinx,
food.
you also found a key for the box.
You say what?
Jinx
Yeah.
also found a key for the box. That's how she knows what's in it.
Oh, you need this. And I toss him the key.
Leftman getting ready to just slap the box onto the ground and open it that way. Sees her trying to toss the key and goes and reaches for it. It's like, oh, that'd make my life simpler. Puts it back on the table. Puts the key in. Opens it.
Yeah, it's an empty box now. I'm assuming that Jinx took all the money.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
in that case, there's
It's all in there. You have 25 silver, 1 gold, 37 copper.
Mm-hmm.
It's just full of money.
Yeah, it's just got cash.
Okay. Leftman's gonna just take the cash.
Okay. Please
And
make a note that
pocket
you
it
have
away.
additional 37 copper, 25 silver, and 1 gold. And you just stole from the Empire directly in front of one of its directly in front of one of its
30
guards.
31 copper, 17 silver.
37 copper,
Okay, yep,
25 silver, and 1 gold.
there we go. I got the 1 gold right at least.
Mm-hmm.
Eat up, y'all. Food's getting cold.
Leftman's gonna close the box, lock it back up, and then just carry it with him.
Thanks, Mr. Chef.
All right.
Can I get
Leftman, please make a note that you have a Emerald Empire tithe box.
Can I get 2 pints of your finest ale for guard over there?
2 silver.
Sold.
Vesla, 2 of the good ones for your boy toy. Dad, we're not like that. You better not be like that. Forgot that everybody down here has a bad Russian accent. And she comes out with 2 noticeably better smelling frothing mugs.
You said he was already half drunk, correct?
Yeah, he was already mostly drunk, honestly.
So this should put him over where he didn't pay any attention to that, I'm assuming.
He looked dead in the eyes of Leftman as Leftman was opening that.
Well,
I don't even want to know. I don't even particularly care.
That's what we were going for.
And you know what? If it's the guy that I think it was, he raises his mug to you. Vaffanculo.
And yourself, sir.
You can fuck off too.
Fair enough. So, apparently, my services have been volunteered to help this little lady deliver some letters. Y'all want to join? You might get to find some more stuff there, tiny one. And Furman, I'm sure we can find some shit for you to explode.
All right, Legs, I'm game. I'll do it.
So long as there's cheese and alchemical reagents, that's all I need.
We have cheese and alchemical reagents, but only the basic ones.
And it looks like you just tripped into some money there, Furman.
Well. I seem to have come across some coins of sorts. Oh no.
Oh no!
I never made a list of what I needed for crafting.
You didn't.
Oh, no.
However, I do
thought
have
I
some
did
good
do
news.
this.
I do have some good news. Namely that we're coming up on the end of the session, folks. So, I'm just going to assign Lefman some homework of work with me to get some price ranges for alchemical reagents put together.
I forgot to make the list.
So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure playing with you. Welcome to Pathfinder, and welcome to Whithe. I've worked moderately hard on getting this place set up the way that I want it to get set up, and I hope that you guys enjoy this sandbox to inevitably explode.
Yes.
Thank you,
Explosions.
GM.
Thank you.
It is appreciated.
Yes, thank you, DM.
And I'm just going to go on ahead and tell you guys, next week, y'all are here, and here's where you're going. So have fun with that.
Well, not next week, the week after
Well,
that.
next week, next session, not next week, because we've got some folks who are heading out of town for a reason.
Excuse me.
So have fun with that, y'all.
All right.
Woo.
On that note, like, comment, subscribe. We will see you in the next video.
You're such a
Bye,
fucking
everyone.